say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
So that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop pig.
Whoop pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Bears the pressure. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
I'm even stepping up into the pocket.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's hot. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch. Defense is backed up against the wall.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Thanks to grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Wilkins. It's complete to the right. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Culliver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of damage.
And the quarterback will take a sack back to the 36.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Gonna swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Culliver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To the air on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Wants to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNC.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. At the 35, he's open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second.
I'm wearing a big play. I'm wearing a big play. Look at that duck. Yeah, still got the perfect accuracy.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Brings into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Hudson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17.
Quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Quarterback just has to know in that situation, goal to go. If no one's open, you're throwing it away. It's a touchdown or it's nothing. That ball needs to go into the stands.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Wilkins. Got a man. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking left. That's caught. It's Green. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Drop when you're flat.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's so crazy.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game. first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Thanks, looking for the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Makes the catch, it's Green. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fire to the left. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We played 2 quarters here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only, and the defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now on the move. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's crazy.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Grab near the marker. It's Platt. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Leaves it with the back.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. High formation, 3 yards in a cloud.
There we go.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Wilkins.
Oh, my goodness.
Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tulliver. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Going for 6.
Let's go.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Brings it in down the left side. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. These guys are really push out that lead.
Sometimes